Hello everybody. Welcome back. It's been a while since I've been able to stream, approximately a week. I've taken a week off, so I guess this will be my first stream in about 2 weeks. Hope everybody who's able to make it here is doing well. I hope my audio is okay. Uh, Obviously, if there ever needs to be anything done in terms of audio mixing or anything like that, just let me know and I'll make the adjustments as I go along. But I'm really excited to get this started, y'all. Klonoa Door to Phantomile is one of my favorite games. I mean, if that wasn't a given by my username and avatar already. But we'll go ahead and get everything set up and started. Let's see. And let's see. Everything should be working now. Wonderful. And again, be sure to let me know if the game's too quiet or if I'm too quiet or if either one of us is overpowering the other. You know, just let me know and I'll get that fixed. Outside of that though, it's time. We're going to be playing Door to Phantomile. I anticipate this to be a 2-stream series. I don't foresee myself beating it today. But I don't think it'll take any longer than 2 streams either. So with that, we'll hop into it. I do have a save file here from where I tested the game. As you can see, I didn't even get to the first level or anything. I just went ahead and made sure the game was working correctly. So we'll start on file 2. And we will enter our name. Oh, I'm so excited for this, y'all. It's such a gem of a game, and I'm really excited to, you know, share that with everyone. And yeah, we'll keep everything at its basics. And apologies if there's any background noise or anything. I do what I can, but I love this opening so much. And there we go. That's the opening to Door to Phantomile, and we'll hop right into it. Oh, I'm so excited. It's been a minute since I've actually like finished this game, but I recently went back and played through the first couple of levels, and it's just as good as I remember it being. And again, let me know if my audio isn't great or if the game's too loud. Tried to make sure the mixing was good beforehand, but it's kind of hard because only one of my earbuds work, so, you know, it is what it is. Whoops, I completely missed that health. That'll be alright. This is gonna be far from a 100% run. I'm just getting from the beginning of the game to the end. And, unironically, I believe this is where my favorite tune from the entire game takes place, so, yep, Tower of Baloo. Also, apologies if I sound a bit out of it for the first couple minutes here. It's been a minute since I've streamed and there's a lot of, like, stuff going on in the background and stuff. I'm just, you know, trying to get my head back into it. It'll get better as we go on, though. Also, I love how story-related events just happen in the middle of levels. It's pretty delightful. This game just has great pacing overall. Alright, so we'll keep on our way. I shouldn't have done that. Oh god, it's weird how, like, out of it I'm feeling right now, even though I was really excited for this. I apologize, y'all. Truthfully, it's just been quite a bit. And getting back into that idea of commentating and things like that while trying to take in a lot of the details of the gameplay itself is not the easiest thing to just, you know, do. I do enjoy you can just have Klonoa look directly at the camera at any given point. I appreciate that. I can't think of one instance where it's used, facing forward I mean, but I do appreciate it. I'm sure there totally is one, I'm just not thinking of it. For the record of just how familiar I am with this game, I should be entirely transparent about that from the beginning. I have beaten this game in the past. It's been a little bit since I've seen it all the way through, so I don't remember quite every skip in the beat on the way to that point. However, for the most part, this is far from a blind playthrough. Alright, saved. Cool. And this game is, you know, not particularly hard. It's more puzzle-oriented than anything. So, I don't imagine that you'll see me struggling too much. I say as I get hit 3 times by an enemy that's barely moving. Oh, in order to get up, I gotta get one of those enemies, huh? Okay. But yeah, Door to Phantomile was one of those games I was really looking forward to streaming for the sole purpose of just getting this game out there a bit more. Not that I have a lot of influence or anything, I enjoy this game and it wouldn't feel right for me not to play it on stream at some point. So I figured sooner rather than later, I just needed something fun to pop in and play, but I'm fairly familiar with, because last week was kind of tough, so, you know, we're here now. Why not? I didn't expect for that to go that way, that'll be fine. This game's I can't speak. This game's interesting mix of 2D and 3D gameplay, though, is definitely something to be accredited to. It just has this weird specific feel to it that doesn't feel super well, I guess, fleshed out. Like, in terms of this game, it handles itself really well, but it's not a particularly long game, as you'll see, because, again, I don't anticipate this to take any longer than 2 streams to get through. So there's still a lot more they could do with this formula, and although there are sequels, some of which I do plan to stream, I don't know. I feel like this game's in need for a new title. Or this franchise. I'm sorry, y'all, I can't speak today. I do appreciate all the dynamic sound effects and everything, especially with it being from the PS1 era. Some of you actually may be wondering why I'm not playing the Wii remake, so I'll go ahead and address that right now. By prefacing it with, I don't like the Wii remake. Not that the Wii remake's a bad game, I mean, it's kind of hard to mess up Door to Phantomile. Like, I don't know that you can do it, at least not particularly easily. But the thing about the Wii remake is it kind of feels like it lost a lot of the charm from the first game in the transition, because, I mean, again, they gave it English voice acting that wasn't needed or accurate to how these characters were initially designed to be portrayed. And atop that, with the small changes in gameplay they made in terms of Klonoa's movement, speed, and things of that sort, but not actually bothering to change any of the level design to accommodate for it, it just feels a bit clunky, in my opinion. Again, not a bad game. One that I try not to think about too much, though. And, you know, to each their own. I would never say that you're not allowed to, you know, enjoy whatever version of Klonoa you enjoy. But, the Wii remake's not for me. I'd much rather struggle in the PS1 one, as you just saw. Door to Phantomile just has such a specific charm to it that I haven't really seen any other game emulate. Not that I feel one could. And again, these little, I say puzzles, but when I say puzzles, you know, you should probably imagine air quotations. It's not exactly difficult, but the level designs are dynamic enough to keep it interesting all the way through. You know, I thought about getting, like, one of my friends on call or something, just to have a bit more of some interesting commentary, because I'm aware I'm kind of missing the mark today. And I apologize for that, but, I think it'll be fine. Nothing wrong with a bit of a calmer stream. God, even after already playing this game, Ghadius is incredibly intimidating, especially because of the more basic, I guess, art style that everybody else has, or the more cutesy look. Rondo Longo. Oh, it's Rongo Lingo. Whoops. Well, you know. It's neither here nor there. So this fight's pretty simple. You know, you just kind of hit it in the back. I mean, that would be kind of unsurprising for a second level boss to be that simple. But one thing I really appreciate about Klonoa bosses, and it's, you know, not by any means exclusive to Klonoa, but I do enjoy that the bosses learn new attacks and things as they take damage to make the fight a bit more dynamic. Not that this thing isn't particularly easy to take care of. And that's it. That's the first boss. It's really not that bad. But, it definitely gets there. At least in my opinion. Maybe I'm just bad at these games, but, I really struggle later on. So that'll be interesting. I appreciate that line. They never explain what Klonoa did. He just kind of got roped into everything. Pepsi Boy 2006, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Some real 3D on the PS1. Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's sprites and 3D backgrounds. Yeah, that's Klonoa. Fuck, I'm sorry, y'all. My commentary is so off today. I needed to just throw on something I could enjoy and just hang out with. And this has been that for me. Then save point. Cool. I'm just honestly really happy to be able to stream this game because Door to Phantomile is so underappreciated. Which, I mean, not that I can blame anyone. Klonoa was not well advertised, frankly, anywhere. Thankfully, it kind of caught on in Japan. Not so much here, but I'm not going to recount that tale too much because anybody that ends up finding this either through the stream because they care about the franchise or if they find the archive on YouTube afterwards, then, well, they already know the story. Weirder than your little sister, yeah. PS1 promotional materials were a trip. Not a good one, by the way. It was a lot more of a... If I had to describe PS1 era advertising for, I guess more Japanese-styled games in the West, I would describe it as, falling and tripping over a coffin at a funeral. That's the vibe I get from it. It's so incredibly misunderstood and I don't know, it's not great. And I don't think... Oh no, I can't get by it, cool. Pizza Hut demo disc. You know, I know those were on the PS1, but I do kind of associate those a bit more with the PS2 era because I actually had some of those growing up. Okay, sorry, I just took a second to make sure that chat was actually showing up on screen because I feel like that's important for context with the archive, because during my Kirby's Epic Yarn stream I didn't really have that up because I was dumb and didn't think about it beforehand. Alright, we need a key here. Should go up to this door to trigger a cutscene, I think? Yeah, okay, had to walk away. God, this entire game is so goddamn cute. I love it. By the way, if you're looking for a way to legitimately play this without spending a ridiculous amount of money on a used copy, because this game is incredibly rare, at least here in the West, the best way I can recommend it is if you have an old PS3 lying around. I believe this game is available for purchase on the PlayStation Store for $9.99, or, I mean, if you really want to, the Wii remake's not super expensive. You can get it for, I would assume, around 20 bucks nowadays. And I'd say it's worth that. No, not $4.99, $9.99 on the PlayStation Store. They're not Square Enix. They're not going to charge you ridiculous, copious amounts of money for PS1 games. They wouldn't do that. Alright, gonna keep it going. Checkpoint. But the simple little tug and pull mechanic that Klonoa has with his, I don't know what you would call it, bracelet thing on his wrist? Ring? I don't know. I'm sure it has a canonical name I'm not thinking of at the moment, but it leads for some really interesting and fun gameplay mechanics. Especially with the way that you can face forward and backwards and everything. It's just really fun. It's a fairly traditional platformer in gameplay, but the story is great, the gameplay is great, the character designs are adorable. It's just a fun time. It's a shame it was overlooked, but it does make sense, I suppose. Not, you know, excusing it, but it makes sense that not a lot of people heard of it. If anything, I think the Wii remake sold more copies here than the original, which is kind of a bummer, but, you know, what can you do? Yeah, Final Fantasy VII on the PlayStation 4, I believe, was on sale for that price at a point. I don't think it's traditionally just $8 though. I think they usually ask for like $15. Well, yeah, if you're looking for a new copy of any of these games, you're going to be spending a lot of money. But if you're looking for a used copy, you can get them incredibly cheap. They're not bad. At least to my knowledge. Well, excuse me, not incredibly cheap unless we're talking about the Wii remake, which is what you mentioned. Klonoa on the Wii is not very expensive because it's not a very sought-after game. Frankly, Klonoa on the Wii is something that I still struggle to believe is real. Like, I mean, I know it exists and I've seen it. Like I've even played a bit of it, but it just feels so weirdly elusive. I don't know. Which is a good thing. I try not to think about Klonoa on the Wii too much. Again, really don't like it. Yes, we are. The fairy tree. That's still such a good pun, even now. I love this game's writing. It's simple, but it gets the job done. Also, I'm terribly sorry if there's too much background noise or anything. I can't really do a whole lot about it. But, you know, we're here. That's what matters. This nervous sputtering of, like, nothing always sucks. That's why I appreciate you guys in chat, by the way. It gives me, you know, some kind of talking points, which makes my commentary, I suppose, a bit more stomachable. So, you know, Thank you all for coming out and everything, and everybody for interacting. It always means a lot. Vision 2-1 clear. Alright, cool and good. We'll just keep on trucking. I don't like using the term keep on trucking because I can't even envision myself in a truck. It's just so absurd. I don't know. It doesn't fit me. Cutscene time. I say cutscene, but you know. So many of these locales are so incredibly memorable though. Even if I don't remember the exact layout of the levels themselves and the music in them and everything, it all sticks out to me. I don't believe I found that the first time I played this game, or any of the other times following that. I don't know how I didn't see that. Why is there waterfall water rise? Essentially it's being manipulated by a outside evil force that we're not super sure of what it is yet, but it is related to Gadius, the main villain. I hope I'm pronouncing that right anyways, if not that's incredibly embarrassing, but you know. I probably should have saved that enemy. Whatever. Mr. Galaxy Cape, yeah, that's him. I might start calling him Mr. Galaxy Cape, frankly. I kind of like that, that's fun. That's okay, you're fine. You never have to explain leaving. It's a stream. You can hang out, you can not. You do you, it doesn't matter. It's appreciated when you're here. If you don't want to, I understand. It's not that big of a deal. Bonk. I'm like catching wind of a conversation happening in the other room vaguely, and it's a very interesting experience because I'm trying to focus really hard. But also my brain is not here fully, so I apologize if my gameplay is lackluster, to say the least. Doing what I can, but I just find people so interesting in general. I'm sorry. And the sun just decided it was gonna bleed through my window. I don't really have any blinds up at the moment, so that's just gonna have to be there for until the sun decides to move marginally, or the Earth decides to rotate. You know, words, fun. I stand corrected. Facing forward does come with benefits, I suppose. God damn it. I want that egg. Wonderful. Can I get a singular egg in the chat? This one. Just one egg. Any more than that, that'd be overkill. Yeah, window blinds are weird. Which isn't a sentence I thought I would say on stream today, which just shows how off my commentary is. Thank egg. Wonderful, thank you. God, it's so bright. My vision's been snatched. Well. Also, I appreciate that he has the Yoshi flutter jump kind of thing. It just gives me more confidence in my jumps in this game because it feels like I have time to correct myself before I fall. Which, you know, isn't necessary per se, but it's certainly appreciated. I'm not going to complain over clarity of jumps. Like, whenever I die in this game, it definitely feels like it's my fault. Which I can appreciate. I gotta bonk you back, bud. I gotta get past you. Sorry. There we are. But yeah, this entire stream's existence is solely for the purpose of sharing this game and also, you know, just having a fun time and being like, hey, this game exists if you want to buy it and play it. Or, you know, play it in other ways that I definitely do not condone. I'm gonna die here. Maybe not? No, yeah. That was to be expected. Wow, that sun is sure as bright, you know, as stars are. It was so much easier than I thought it was gonna be. I can't believe I messed that up. That's fine. Oh yeah. Aw. Free them. Bonk. November is a month of light. I have no idea what the fuck that means, but thank you for the clarification, I suppose. We can save your mommy, unnamed fish. We can do this. This is fine. I love that Hugh Pal just predicts that she's under some random evil spell. I promise the plot. It goes on as it goes on. I completely forgot this fish even had a name. Which I feel embarrassed about, but... Never seen a November night? Huh. I mean... I suppose that's fair. I can't discredit that. It's just... okay. Boss fight time. There they are. Galactic Knight from Kirby. God, this fish is so cool. Which is a weird sentence, but an accurate one. It is a cool fish. I just feel like these cutscenes and interactions did not hit as hard with the okay voice acting. I kind of prefer these cutesy, almost Banjo-Kazooie-esque noises. Fuck. I needed to throw him at the fish, but panicked. Water is bad for a Klonoa. Not for you though, stay hydrated. God, this level design is so dynamic though for a PS1 game. Cool. Bonk. There we go. Alright, we're fine. I usually struggle a little bit with this boss, which is weird because conceptually at least it's pretty simple. But, not the best at it most of the time. Also remember to eat, that is true. Eating is good. You know, I actually needed that reminder. I haven't eaten anything in a while, I don't think. I might break shortly at some point for a snack. Not for long, though. Cool. I'm very aware I sound like a broken record at this point, but again, I just want to say thank you all for being here. Means a lot. Klonoa's Door to Phantomile is, Klonoa's. Klonoa Door to Phantomile is probably one of my favorite games of all time. Not even probably, it just is. Another thing I should probably note, I completely forgot to mention, but I feel like everyone here would probably enjoy. So I have this joke going along with one of my friends where I just kind of say the name of Klonoa titles, but replace the word Klonoa with granola because, you know, haha, funny, hee hee hoo hoo. But it's, for example, you know, Granola, Door to Phantomile, Granola 2, Lunate's Veil. It's very dumb and very simple, but I enjoy it. I told this to one of my housemates, or informed them of this. I died. Fuck. I informed them of this bit, and they just look me dead in the eyes and go, Klonoa's Arc. And then they, like, just sit there and wait for me to emote, and I haven't been able to stop thinking about it. I feel so bad that I even forgot to mention it because it's been on my mind all day outside of the stream. But I turned the stream on and I guess my brain just kind of died because still working over that social anxiety stuff, but you know, it's whatever, it's fine. I just thought that was interesting. Alright, come on, bud. There we are. Jump. Bonk. Wonderful. See, this really is not difficult, and I can't believe I struggle with it as much as I do. But you know what? This stream is worth it in its entirety just for the fact that now other people have to think about Klonoa's Arc. Also, this room is just so cool. I don't know, a lot of PS1 aesthetics are really interesting to me. Would that be the right term there? I don't know. It's fine. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. I'm sorry, y'all. Flustered, struggling a little bit. You know, the average day-to-day life. I am looking forward to see if anyone clips anything from this stream though, because I unreasonably enjoy looking back at the parts that you all enjoy, because it makes me feel like I did something, you know? That, and retroactively, I feel like some of the things I say in a panicked, like, mood is weirdly funnier than it would be if I was more calm and collected. And I appreciate being able to look back on moments where I felt uncomfortable and just, you know, be able to laugh at them a bit. Fuck. I need to stay closer to the center. It's fine though, it's not like there's a time limit. Looks like part 1 might be a bit longer than I thought it would be though. Not that that's a bad thing. I don't have a specific point I plan to call this stream, by the way. I'm just gonna call it whenever I feel like I've done enough to where I don't have the energy to keep going or the commentary starts to suffer due to it. Your dog just platformed onto your couch? Wonderful. That's what you do. You just show them Klonoa gameplay and they pick up on it. It's wonderful. I mean, think about it. Klonoa has floofy, like, droopy ears. Most dogs do. Actually, some dogs don't. Ignore that entire statement I just made. This game is so unreasonably pretty. Oh yeah, another thing I should mention, purchasing this game on the PS3 is a legitimate way to show support for the series. because, you know, buying it digitally and stuff will actually show Namco that purchase, whereas if you buy the game used, then, well, they're not making any money on that. Not that corporations need more money, god, that is absolutely not what I'm saying. But I'm saying if there was one game that deserves more attention, it's definitely the Klonoa franchise. And there we go. Joka just drowned. He'll never appear again. Definitely not in the next scene or anything. He's gone for good. There it is. There's Klonoa's Arc in the chat. Thank you, chat. I appreciate you. Fuck, what did I just kick? Oh, that's a GameCube remote. I forgot I have one of those like next to me. I have quite a cozy little setup. Nothing like particularly fancy, but it's a nice little place for me to just retreat to and play games when I'm not feeling particularly social or just, you know, want to stream. God, we have 6 viewers right now. That's actually really cool. Sorry, I'm aware of it. That's probably not particularly surprising for a lot of people, but for me, 6 viewers is a lot. So, you know, thank you for coming out. Thank you for saying hey. Or, you know, just enjoying the stream, even silently. It's all endlessly appreciated. It means a lot that even one person would sit here and listen to my dumb rambles about this game I love to death. So, you know, having more than that is just unspeakably strange to me, but again, endlessly appreciated. That is another good life tip. Make sure your setup doesn't hurt your spine. I should probably stretch actually while this is taking its course. Okay. This is just the best. It's so charming. Fuck, I love this game. I will say, in a weird way, I really hoped, as selfish as this might sound, I will go into why I feel this way, just for clarification purposes, but I do really hope to see some comments on the archives of this on YouTube for one specific reason. I fucking love Klonoa, and I want to meet more people that love Klonoa. I want to know they exist. I want to know that this game has a fandom at all, and I hope that because there's such a lack of content about it online that somehow my dumb little playthrough series will bring some people some joy, because, god, Klonoa fans are starved for new content, like, even more so than okay, no, I almost said that backwards. Not quite as much so as the Mother franchise, but, god. Thank you, Automod, for catching whatever you caught. I appreciate it. We, your viewers, of a Klonoa clan aboard the Klonoa's Ark. I feel like we can come up with a better name, though. I'm all down for the ship us all being on being the Klonoa's Ark. Fuck. The Klonoa's Ark. However, I do think we need a new name. I was gonna say why not with Dream Travelers, but then I remembered I'd named my channel after that, so that just kind of sounds not good. I don't know. We'll come up with something. I mean, the Phantomile is simple. We could do that. Not that that's not what the community didn't already call themselves, but, you know. Look, I just want to meet more of, like, the 6 Klonoa fans in existence. For context of that, there was a point where I was watching a reaction stream. I don't remember quite from who, but I was watching a reaction stream to a PS5 showcase. Because I'm not personally buying a PS5, but I do like seeing what's coming, you know, just in general. I like games. Ooh, big surprise there. But I was watching it honest to God mainly because I wanted to see more of that Stray game they showed off last time, because a game where you play as a stray cat is just adorable, and I want more of that, please. But one thing I've thought about a lot is if I can word, my brain's dying, how badly I want a new Klonoa game, and I was hoping, you know, again, keyword hoping, I knew it wasn't going to happen, but I was hoping for a new Klonoa game, and I had mentioned that in chat, and someone else was also like, oh my god, me too, there are others, and I'm like, oh, we have found more of our people, that's delightful. And they said wonderful tie-in. Thank you, Pepsi Boy, that is appreciated. If you need a snack, I suggest a granola door to Phantomile. My empire is already growing. Not that I want to be the leader, because that sounds very stressful, and also we don't do that around here. But I do very much like the idea of granola door to Phantomile becoming a recurring joke. That makes me very happy. But I was gonna say, that person in the Twitch chat just said something along the lines of there are 6 Klonoa fans and we are 2 of them, and I'm like, God, that hurts, but is incredibly accurate. So it's been my mission to unite the 6 Klonoa fans in existence and perhaps create more. Maybe we can like throw some Klonoa propaganda at the mother community until something sticks and we can all work together to get a new game. That'd be fun. I just died in the same way. Oh my god. Okay, this is fine. No, we're okay. Klonoa Gauntlet? That just sounds like a really bad fighting game spinoff. Look, not that I would even be opposed to that. Any Klonoa spinoff is at least content. I'll take it. Right. This thing needs to go. I've never struggled that much with that part. That's that weird curse I've heard so much about, where you can be good at a game and then you'll start playing it on stream or on camera and you instantly are at least marginally worse at it. I can confirm that that's a thing now. Not that I was ever great at this game to begin with, but certainly better. I need you, thank you. I hope I did the right thing there. I don't remember it just kind of falling to the ground, but I'm sure there was a reason for that, so we'll be fine. You're kidding. Okay. This is fine. Can I crush Doom when I have an audience? That's fair, but I mean, Doom isn't that one of those games where if you play it enough, it's more of a map memorization thing. Well, I suppose this game would be too, but I don't know this game like that. I love this game to death from what I do know of it, but that does not mean that my knowledge on it is particularly extensive. I know more about its like development history than level design and things like that. Oh, fuck. Death. As that goes to show, improve. If there's ever any doubt that I can mess something up, then there shouldn't be. I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with that. I didn't realize it was as low as it was. There we go. Egg. I am just... This is not good. That was not worth it. Yeah, no, that's exactly the same energy as how I feel when I stream this game, Your Pal Bat. It's the exact same. Just with a different type of audience, I suppose. But yeah, no, that's how it feels. I think it's just because truly games work best when you're fully immersed in them. And not that I am unimmersed, or is that the right term? Disengaged with the game currently. But I definitely have had more focus when I played it, you know, by myself. Not that I'm not enjoying every second of this, it's still wild to me that I can even do this. Also, I kind of have a weird appreciation for the weird cheesy, like, stock sound effects used in most of this game. It's bizarre, but I kind of love it. Unlock on, yeah, you're right. Remember, I need you. Yoink. Ooh, fan art. May I ask what you're doing fan art of? Because I always think fan art's pretty neat, and I would love to hear. Even if it's like not necessarily a franchise that I'm even super familiar with, it's just the idea of being passionate, of someone being passionate about something that they enjoy enough to create something for. It's just fucking wild to me. I've thought about creating like a hashtag on Twitter. That way at the end of streams I could go back and look at fan art, but I feel that's a little presumptuous to assume that people would want to have anything to do with my streams, frankly. So I haven't really done that yet, but if you guys ever have any intention of making any fan art, I would not be opposed to coming up with a hashtag for or something. Oh my god, wait, you're making granola fan art? That's wonderful. I appreciate that. I'm trying to think of if there's a way I could, Tell you what, by the end of the stream, I'll come up with a hashtag you can use, and after the stream ends, I will retweet any fan art that I see with that hashtag. I'll have to come up with something that's unique to mine. And for the record, that doesn't even have to be necessarily during the stream's duration. If you guys ever want to share something, then I'll catch it next time I stream. So if I, for example, if you're watching the archive and for some godforsaken reason decide that this is worth doing fan art for, then you can submit it via that hashtag, and I will go through it and I will retweet any of it on my Twitter. God, thank you though, that's really kind. No, that's fine. It blows my mind that you would even do that. Again, that's unspeakably kind, and I appreciate it. I'm happy that you're enjoying yourself. Fuck, I'm all flustered. I can't word. I don't even know where I need to go. I just realized I've been walking back and forth because I've just been thinking about that because it's so weird. Not weird in a bad way, just weird as in like, I would have never thought that would have been a thing. Thank you though. It is appreciated. Oh my god, the door's right here on the left. I remember now. Forgive me, I have pea brain. I have to focus on one thing at a time or it just doesn't happen. Ooh, this is messing with my brain. This kind of makes me wish we got like a port of Door to Phantomile where nothing was changed but it was compatible with the 3DS. Like, this is a game I actually feel like would be pretty cool on the 3DS, unlike, you know, Kirby's Epic Yarn. And it's not completely out of left field, seeing that, you know, this game did get a Wii remake. Not that that would happen now. I mean, the 3DS is a dead platform. But it'd be cool. It's one of those things that, like, you know, it's a what-if situation. Oh man, I gotta come up with something y'all can use. Honestly, actually, I don't think we really need a hashtag for it. You can just @ me on Twitter. I will share my Twitter link at the end of the stream for anyone who wants to do fan art or anything to use, and I will retweet it. God, again, thank you so much though. I'm aware I sound like a broken iPod, but it, you know, it's just so fucking weird. Hey, out of all the things I want in my chat, Persona's probably on the lowest, like, end of that, so just keep that in mind. I don't even know what that means, but that's vaguely uncool. They hoppin'. I don't even know what that would even be in response to. Let's see. Bonk. Oh, I was supposed to use that to jump up there. Oh no, you're totally right. Yeah, I completely forgot. PQ2 was the last, like... My bad, dude. Persona Q2 is one of the last physical games to ever come to the 3DS. There were a couple smaller, limited releases, mainly for like indie titles and stuff, but yeah, PQ2 was the last 3DS game to really exist. Other than like a couple... I think there was like a Mutant Muds 3D collection that hit physical or something. But yeah, no, you're completely right. That's my bad. I thought someone was just going on a random Persona tangent in chat, and I'm like, oh no. Please no. It's not what I'm here for. God, I feel old. I was about to say there's probably chat rooms online for that, but then I realized people just use Discord servers now. Forums aren't... Well, I'm assuming forum sites are still a thing, but... Who am I kidding? People still use Reddit. Haha. I'm not gonna make any comment on that. I just figured I'd drop that there and leave it, and just let that, you know, sit and settle like some kind of really bad leftover pasta. And there we go. Klonoa dies. Sorry, I felt the need to do that, and I don't know why. I try not to do that because I know that's not funny, because haha, funny random loud noise. But, you know. It's hard to resist the urge with my microphone right there to the left of me. Sorry. My bad. I never intend to jeopardize sound quality like that. My brain was just like, haha, you know what would be funny, and then it wasn't. So, you know. Hop. I remember getting like weirdly lost in this level at one point. I hope that doesn't happen again, but if it does, I am not ashamed and will totally look up a walkthrough shamelessly. I play games to have fun, man. I don't I don't feel bad for when I struggle with them at points. Especially not for navigational purposes, because good lord, that's not even a skill thing, that's just more of a... I am missing a very obvious detail, probably. Thankfully, because this game's just a 2.5D platformer, it has a very good sense of direction and purpose for the most part, and that very rarely happens in this game. Klonoa speedrun. Honestly, I've really thought about speedrunning this game. I think it could be fun. I don't know if I could do it. I'd love to try. Certainly not opposed to that. Fuck. Yeah, no, I've thought about, because this is definitely a game I love enough to the point where I could replay it a lot. Because that's the thing you have to do, is, you know, you have to replay it, and I'm not going to get into how a speedrun works, y'all know that. But, you know. And if you don't, I'm not about to dedicate 30 minutes of my stream to going into details on that, although I totally could. And under normal conversation context, I absolutely would. Because speedruns are really interesting. Again, that's another one of those things where, like fan art, I just find it incredibly fucking interesting that people would care enough to look into something that intently. Yeah. Oh, I just realized what I need to do. I'm done. Oh, that... Okay, I didn't realize that led there. No, that's fine. There we go. I'm not... Oh, okay. That's the thing in the background. It literally just showed me. Come on, brain. You're fine. Each of these levels feels so much like a breathing, like, living world, which is interesting. And something I can appreciate. Oh yeah, this part. This is where I got stuck last time. Well, lost for a while and then Googled it. We're too late, darn. I bet that's really funny. Dialogue in like a speedrun, for example, since we're on the topic. God, no, I would totally shamelessly play way more of Klonoa for a speedrun. Shamelessly? I don't think that word was necessary there, but whatever. Damn it. Look, I love Klonoa. I'm not good at it. I'm perfectly open and accepting to that criticism. Again, I'm just here for a fun time, which I am very much having. Again, partly thanks to chat making this more bearable, because solo commentary is something I'm admittedly still not great at. It's something I'm passionate for. However, it's not something I'm, you know, super great at, like I just said, proving my own point. But, key? No key. I don't remember where the key from this section is. It's probably in this door. Oh, okay, no, yeah, I do vaguely remember this. There's like a switch over here. I gotta like run back. Yep, door's open. Gotta hurry. Cool. Oh, this is fun. This is where they start fleshing out the mechanics a bit of using the enemies by bouncing off of them. Oh man. This is just so fun. Hold that thought, y'all. Oh, it's so simple, but just building onto it like that to make chains is so incredibly fun. There's something to be said about a game with a fairly simple moveset, yet one that's incredibly effective the entire way through and never manages to feel bland or boring. I've never figured out how to do this legitimately. I always just hit these 3 switches in like a random order until I do it correctly. Like, I'm sure it's somewhere to be... Oh, there we go. Whatever. It doesn't matter. We did it. This is the part where I got lost at last time, because I just didn't remember how to get back there. I think I vaguely do now, though. Oh, wow. 7 viewers. Damn. Once again, hello to anybody new. Continued hello, question mark, to everybody that's already been here. Not really sure what term I should use there. But thank you all for coming out to the stream. It means a lot. No, I don't want to be bonked. Being bonked is fine, actually. I don't care anymore. Actually, this might be where I need to go. Keyword might be. I mean, those are 2 words. Fuck, whatever. You get it. It's fine. This room is weirdly ominous, though. And I missed. Wow, that's fun. Again, it hankers back to that thing I was talking about of being way worse at a game whenever I'm streaming it, but then doing absolutely fine when I'm just playing it myself. I think it's just mainly my nerves I gotta get over. I will say, my experience with the PS1 is interesting. Before playing this game, and earlier this year... Was it this year? Maybe it was last year I started playing it. Hang on, sorry, I'm gonna take a sip of water. But, before, I guess either earlier this year or late last year, when I played Final Fantasy VII and Klonoa to Phantomile, I was aware that there were good games on the PS1, but my personal experience with the PS1 was not good. The only PS1 games I ever owned were licensed ones or sports games, and I don't care for sports, and licensed games on the PS1 for the most part were very bad. So from my perspective, the PS1 was not a good console. So Klonoa really opened my eyes to what the PS1 could do and could manage. Is that a can? Do you have canned water? I don't. I'm really, really pleased it sounded like I did, though, because I just think that's really funny. I should have just went with it and said, yeah. Canned water. I mean, that is a thing, right? Yeah. I feel so dumb. Sure, canned water's a thing. Also comes in diet water. In case 0 calories was just too much. Do y'all mind if I sip with 2 peas? Remember this boss being annoying. As frankly a lot of bosses are. No, not in Klonoa, I just mean in general. Boss fights are interesting, but usually a little tedious. Again, though, I mentioned during the Lango boss fight or whatever it's called, Lango, something like that. I always just called it the Longo, even if that is incorrect. But I explained during that first boss fight how I felt about Klonoa bosses being a bit better in that regard, because they kind of evolve in complexity as they go on. So we're not quite as bad as some games, but oh. Come on, come on. Is that my opening? I don't quite remember. I think it is. Yeah, it's gotta be. There we are. Isn't that just carbonated? How? No. Okay. Right, chat. This has evolved into an incredibly cursed conversation. Alright, we gotta hit it one more time before it hits me. Frankly, I don't know if I can do that, but I will try. I think this is where I die, though. Yep. I hesitated. I thought, surely I could last for one more funny little bounce. Klonoa's just a funny little guy, he'll be fine. And then he wasn't. And he died, and that blood is on my hands. God damn it. I hate my brain, because I'm just like looking at this thing and my brain is just defaulting to like the word walnut because it is one, more or less. My brain can never look at an interesting character and just let me have that. It always has to contort it in some way and ruin it. Everyone yells about chip companies selling us air, but diet companies. Oh, but diet drinks are just as guilty. I am getting so sidetracked. This is kind of important stuff going on. Do not jump off. Okay, whatever. I am immensely struggling. Come here. Come here, boy. There we go. Bonk. And once again, I'm gonna die with half a heart when it gets on this last hit, aren't I? If I even make it that far. And I mistimed the jump. Fun. God, I'm so sorry, y'all. This has to be painful to watch. And I mistimed it. You know, I think I'm stressing too much. People don't care. We're all here for funny Klonoa game, that's all. Can't grab those one. Not far enough, or not close enough, I should say. Come here. Come on. Perfect. Bonk. We're doing okay. Where did the enemy go? I thought I caught it. Oh well. I was so stingy trying to keep that enemy, I should have just... Okay, we're done. Ooh. And not done as in like with the stream, but we're done with that boss. Time for more canned water. I'm gonna bank on no, on her being okay. She is convulsing. Yeah, the PS5 controller does work on the Switch with a Bluetooth extension. I don't know why you're... I don't know what that has to do with anything happening right now, but yes, it's literally a Bluetooth controller. Same way that the PS4 works with Windows 10, if you rig it up right. This is not news. Pretty sure the PS4 one could be manipulated to work on the Switch too, I think, unless I'm just inherently wrong on that, which, you know, not super bright, so it's possible. I wonder how it detects though, if it detects as like a Pro controller or something. It probably detects as like a USB, similar to how my GameCube adapter does. Ah, Joka, he was listening the whole time. You know, that was an important plot point we just talked over with the DualShock 5. I am so sorry. Words. They fail me. Grandpa's in danger. They have to hurry. What a fun and charming and honestly just innocent little game this is though, right? It's so fun. It's very bright, colorful, happy. It's enjoyable. This is definitely distinctly the part of the game I remember getting a bit more difficult. Not like so intensely that it's, you know, unplayable or overbearingly hard. It's just, you know, it's Klonoa. Not much else to say about it other than that. Also, I appreciate that inside the caves it has a separate variant for how these things sound. Or how these songs sound, I should say. Because it reminds me, again, a lot of Banjo-Kazooie, which this game weirdly reminds me a lot of in multiple aspects, with the voice clips and things like that. Also similar to Banjo-Kazooie having its name tarnished by things that didn't really need to exist but then did. God, platformers have really been through a lot over the last couple years, huh? That didn't hit that? Okay. Sure. There we are. Klonoa's adorable though. Peak character design. I love him. Like, okay, Door to Phantomile Klonoa's probably my favorite design for him, just all together. The Wii remake's fine. It's serviceable. It's just really strange. It's like weirdly early 2000s anime, and like while that isn't inherently a bad thing, it doesn't really fit the vibe of the game too well, I don't feel. I will say though, one game I am absolutely ecstatic, I can't word, I'm sorry, ecstatic to play on stream at some point is Klonoa 2, Lunate's Vow, because I have not been able to get my hands and play Lunate's Vow recently, but that has changed. So, look forward to that soon. I don't plan to play Klonoa 1 and 2 directly back-to-back, just in case this happens to be a franchise not everybody that watches my streams is particularly into, and that's completely valid, so I want to have a little bit of variety there. But Klonoa 2 on the PlayStation 2 is definitely going to be a playthrough happening at some point, and is something to keep your eyes out for here. I didn't think that would happen. Klonoa, the MS Paint animation, I have no idea what I missed. I'm assuming something like that was mentioned. Possibly by me, and I don't even remember. But I have no memory of it, so I'm gonna stop trying to get that blue thing, it's just not worth it. Yeah, as you can see though, this is where the game gets a lot more unforgiving in terms of its jumps. Like, it's just kind of a lot higher stakes all around. I hate these enemies. I mean, they're adorable, I'm just like really bad at fighting them. So I guess it's not that I hate the enemies, I just hate interacting with them. And not because it's inherently unfun, but because I am inherently bad at it. Bonk. I hope I didn't need that enemy for anything up here. Well, at least we literally just hit the checkpoint, so we're fine. Didn't lose much time there. Man, now that I think about it, I bet... Wow, I'm alive. Cool, I'll take that. I might have to backtrack a bit, but that's fine. I've never had that happen before. Wait, how far exactly back did I go? Oh, good lord. That actually pushed me quite a ways back. I think I'm gonna do it though. I'm just gonna keep rolling with it. That's fun. I didn't think that would happen. It's weirdly ominous with none of the enemies left remaining though. Alright, I'm going to keep this enemy this time, so as to not screw myself over with a mistimed jump. I could get that thing, but I'm not going to. Actually, since I'm already at the bridge, I might as well just walk. And another thing I do want to reiterate is I know I've mentioned I've given the Wii remake a ton of shit, but it's not bad. It's just it's definitely not my definitive version of Klonoa. For me, that's Door to Phantomile. So I want to state, you know, if you have your own opinions on it or anything, please understand that my opinions are my own, and you know, it's just from my perspective. I'm by no means dogging on the Wii remake, it just really lacks the charm that this one has in my eyes anyways. If anything, this could be an interesting thing for some people because, again, since I believe the Wii version sold better than this one here in the West, which I could be totally wrong on, but I feel like I've read that somewhere. Since that's at least hypothetically the case, it's highly likely and possible that some of you guys watching this may have played the Wii one and didn't even know that it was a PS1 remake. So, if that's the case, hey, knowledge, you know, jazz hands that you can't see me doing. I used to think those golden hearts were like a full health restore, I guess not though. Yeah, I love the simple little puzzle mechanics of this game. But one thing I should mention though is probably my schedule for future streams and what I'm planning. Here's where my thought process is now, and again, it is subject to change. In terms of the entire Klonoa franchise, I would like to play in no particular order. Well, okay, there is going to be a particular order, although I'm going to decide later what that is, and I haven't decided it yet. I'm going to play Klonoa Door to Phantomile, or at least my intention is to play Klonoa Door to Phantomile, which I'm playing currently, Klonoa 2, Lunate's Vow, and the two GBA spin-off games that are just purely 2D platformers. I don't know what order I will be playing those in, or if all of those will actually be something I do. I've considered just doing the two mainline titles, this one and the PS2 one. It just kind of depends on fan demand. Like, if you guys want to see the GBA ones, let me know, because I'm totally down to do that, but I don't want to go overboard on Klonoa either. So that's entirely up to you guys, rather that be in the archive comments or just in Twitch chat in general, or in polls when I ask about it on my Twitter, which, you know, is something I'm very likely to do, and I will plug in the chat, as well as probably the description of this in the archive if I remember to do so. But I definitely plan to do at the very least one more Klonoa game at some point, but before that, I was going to mention that I fully intend to stream, my brain's dying, Bug Fables, the indie game that's based on the first two Paper Mario games, and kind of expands upon it. Oh no, I should stop talking. So that just happened. I forgot that this part was in this level. Like, I didn't realize we had already gotten this far, but yeah. Klonoa's grandpa was over there when all that happened, so you know. Plot things are happening. Do I think Grandpa's okay? What? We'll see. Wow, God, that's so heart-wrenching. Fuck, ow. I just kinda hurt. Like, a lot. Check his pulse. Oh, we gotta stop. We gotta stop. We gotta stop. It hurts. We can't keep that going. This actually might be my favorite scene in this entire game, though, because it does such a good job encapsulating. You just kind of watched your grandpa die, and now you're fighting this strange beast thing that Joka just threw at you as you're literally wobbling back and forth on this board with nowhere to run. It's It's crazy dark for what this game is. And the music's wonderful. It's got that... I don't like using the term epic nowadays because it's very much... It has a completely different context than I feel it used to, or at least a completely different energy. But I can't quite think of another word to describe how I feel about this. It's just really cool. Lord, the sound effect was bad. Oh, man, not bad, just unpleasant. I mean, I suppose those are more or less the same thing. I will leave this here just to let everybody stomach it. Something to think about anyways. I have no idea how to kill those things. Or if I can, I think I just gotta avoid them. No, please, I needed that. Oh my god. Sorry, y'all. I remember distinctly struggling with this boss a lot. Like, a lot. And the first time I ended up getting past this boss, actually, did I beat it before that? Maybe I did. One of the times I beat this boss, although I don't remember if it was the first time or not. I feel like it might have been. One of my cats came in my room and walked directly in front of my screen and plopped down on the controller. Because I'm definitely not playing this on a keyboard, because that'd be weird and not possible. But yeah, they decided they were gonna plop down and just stare at me smugly during one of the most intense scenes in the entire game. Which, thanks for that, Orion. That's my cat's name. I say my cat, it's like the entire house's cat. But, you know, whatever. I'm not the only person that lives here. It's not really super important though. Like, in the context of this. I'm rambling, sorry y'all. I think about Orion every time I get to this part because of how he utterly ruined the mood of this scene and was incredibly proud of that. I just want you to imagine a really chunky black cat plopping down directly in front of me and smirking, because that's what happened. And ow. Oh, it's barely hanging on. I didn't mean to. We'll wait until we swing back. I missed it. Miss it again. I'm doing my best though. Seems like we'll get it definitely for sure this round though. And by this round I mean like before I die, not that time. There we are. Okay, vision 4-2 clear. That's that. Fun. Ow. No, don't. Oh, God. I forgot how short this game is. Like, I didn't think we were already here for this. Oh. Oh no. This is absolutely heartbreaking. And the English dub for that in the Wii fucking ruined it. Like, at least in my opinion. Oh man. I don't know where to start. I got the feels. HuPal says it best. They understand my feelings, but I gotta get the pendant. Klonoa. God, that was painful. Fish. It's a good fish. It's a cool fish. It's just one of those games I really wish I could go back in time and appreciate for the first time again. Because, God. Oh, man. This scene, the way it hit me. It's so strange. It's so good. It kinda comes out of nowhere. This game, you know, wasn't afraid to take risks like that. I respect that. Hang on, let me get some more canned water. That's one letter away from being awkward. Here we are at Klonoa. The sense of care that these characters have for each other and the world just kind of seamlessly blending in with each level it's so good. Solaire, Klonoa. I don't know why I said that line out loud specifically, I just was reading. I love that HuPal just calls all of their enemies weirdos. It's so, I don't know, just out there. Time to get the 4 orbs. I think this level, like after beating this level, might be where I call this stream though. I'm aware it hasn't been super long. It's only been about an hour and a half so far. And we'll probably end up totaling around 2 hours in total. Not the longest stream. But I would like to save some of this game for tomorrow. And there's not a ton more after this. Like, we're a decent ways through. At the rate we're going, like, we could hypothetically finish this today, but I really don't want Klonoa to be a one-off game. I just don't. So I'm simply not allowing that to happen. I had to go get the yellow one first, right? I think that was correct. Okay, I'll go back and get the yellow one. Ow. It's so sad that whenever Klonoa gets hit by fire, there's like a specific dedicated burning animation. good attention to detail, but I'm not sure how much I appreciate it. Can't believe I missed a big blue one. That's just very unsatisfying. Ooh, one up. I do want that, and we'll probably need it. Because I remember being really bad at this entire section of the game. The duration of the game that's left, really. It's an endless stream of fire, huh? Ow. Kinda thought that would just stop at some point. It just gets lower. Rise and fall. Cool. Ooh. Yellow orb obtained. Cool. Checkpoint. We'll go back in and drop that. It has been finished. Wonderful. Stick around until the end of the stream, and I'll plug my Twitter real quick. You know what? I'll do that right now. I'll just open it up real quick. Let's see. Is that it? I think that's it. It's bad I don't know my own handle, but it happens. Because I don't remember being able to choose it, it just kind of like gave me a random one. But that is my @ on Twitter. So be sure to check that out. If you are either someone who made fan art and wanted to @ me so I could see it, or if you just happen to sorry, my brain's dying. Hang on, sorry, recollecting my thoughts. If you want to follow it to get notifications on when I'm going live, updates and changes to a schedule, things like that, and participate in polls to see what I end up doing in the future, that would be the way to do it. You can find that all there, and all of the wonderful fan art that people end up making will end up being retweeted there. Again, even if you're watching this through the archive on YouTube and it's like, it doesn't really matter how long it's been since now, since the stream's taking place. If you make fan art and you want to like show it, then feel free to send it there. You submitted your creation, wonderful. I will we'll take a look at all that at the end of the stream, and I will retweet it. Probably won't show it on stream. Although we'll probably do that in the future. I just don't really have a dedicated like scene through Streamlabs set up for that, and that'd be kind of a pain. But I will absolutely retweet it. Assuming it isn't anything, like incredibly vulgar or anything. I don't have any specific rules other than be a decent human being, which I feel is pretty easy to follow, but I'm not particularly worried about that. The sound design is so good at making me feel anxious. That lava on the bottom is a one-hit kill, by the way. It's cursed. I'll take a look. I can't imagine it'll be too bad. Again, assuming it's not anything super inappropriate, I'll likely retweet it. I'll likely leave comments on a lot of them too. Maybe not every single one, but that says nothing to how much I appreciate it. I want to make it inherently clear that I appreciate any amount of fan content that's created, because that just blows my mind that anyone would care to do that at all. So, you know. That's something that you feel inclined to do, then rest assured that, assuming it's not something in terribly foul taste, then it will be shared and seen by me and appreciated greatly. Enough about me though, it's funny Klonoa time. Thank you guys for making my transition back into streaming about a week after doing it last, or 2 weeks after doing it last actually. Thank you for making it as easy and painless as possible. It means a lot. To refigure out how to tweet, I'll send. Okay, alright, no worries. No, there's no time limit on that. Yeah, the big tweet button. That's the one. Ooh, almost slipped directly into that lava. That would have been bad. He is looking directly at it. What, you might ask? Who knows? Not I. Now we wait for the funny thing of a bob. And we wait for it to go back and forth a couple more times, because we're gonna have to deal with this guy with the armor on his head, and we'll keep going. Yeah, the stream looks like it's gonna be roughly 4 hours. Not, oh god, not 4 hours. 2 hours long, which honestly I was hoping it would take me a little longer to get through this. I don't remember this game being this short, but we'll likely finish it tomorrow. By likely, I mean that's essentially confirmed. And I was supposed to jump down. Sorry about that. Luckily, I'm not having to backtrack too much, I don't think. I hope. I just kind of jumped directly into that, huh? It happens. I was gonna say you win some, you lose some, but I've just been frankly losing. And that is okay. I'm still having a good time. I am curious about how other people feel about the overall difficulty of this game though, like if other people find this game easy or hard in their respective opinions. Because I'm kind of like indifferent about it, like it's not overly easy, but it's certainly not overly challenging either. Oh, come on. I should have been more patient. Okay, it's fine. This time for sure. Gonna take another sip of water, canned water. Alright. My throat has been hydrated. It is time to continue. Not the rest of me, I guess, just my throat. Thanks me for not knowing how to English. There was actually a point on a specific standardized test I took where, in terms of the essay portion, I was deemed like the second best in the entire state, and I think that's really funny because I don't feel like I write super well. I mean, it's never like inherently terrible or the worst. I don't know. I find it weird when, well, I guess I do admittedly do at least somewhat better with my thoughts whenever I'm able to take the time to write them out. And I missed. Sorry y'all, I'm floundering here a bit because I'm just incredibly thirsty. My throat's giving me a time. Oh yeah, and I had one friend ask me about donations and stuff, because they wanted to contribute to a stream, which, by the way, that's never something that I would ever require, you know, feel is necessary, but that is super sweet to anybody that's even thought about that. But one thing I was going to add there is, I'm struggling so much. Violent essay? Oh, okay, that's interesting. But what I was gonna say is, you guys may have caught on that I do not have a PayPal linked, and that is because in my personal life I'm currently working on getting my name changed legally and everything, so that takes a bit of time, and because PayPal requires your legal name, and I'm not, you know, comfortable sharing the one that I am currently legally using, I'm waiting to get all that done, and then I'll have a PayPal set up for, you know, a tip jar if you for some reason enjoy my content enough to support me in that regard, or, you know, subscribe, whatever. Either or, both help. The reason I'm just saying that is because I'm really I'm sorry, my brain's dying. I don't even remember where I was going with that. I was just gonna say, I'm fine, like, financially. There are other creators that probably need that money more, because, you know, I have a day job that I spend a lot of time at. However, if I do end up eventually, which sounds ludicrous to even say, but it is hypothetically possible I could increase my stream schedule if I were able to do this for a living, which I would love to do. I don't think that it'll be anytime soon that would happen, but if that did, hey, I would be endlessly gratuitous for that, because if there's a job I would love to do, it would be this, because it's a labor of love, and it's something I enjoy doing. Wonderful, I'm gonna grab one more of these guys and we'll finally get across this damn pit. Ugh, I'm struggling so bad. You're right, I should set up a channel point system, because that's something I can do. Hadn't really thought about it. Thank you for reminding me. I probably won't have that set up for next stream, but probably the one after that I'll have set up. Blue orb. Blorb, if you will. Alright, one more left, and that is the green one. Which, if I remember correctly, we couldn't get to at the time. Oh, no, yeah. Again, it's not something I anticipate to be able to do, truly. I don't see my own content as, like, something that's worth that. But if other people do, then no, yeah, I would be... Because, I mean, true, as cheesy as it is, you can't do it without that support from your viewers. You are nothing... Okay, you're not nothing without them, but I'm saying in terms of financially being able to do that, yeah, no, that's incredibly lucky. Not to say it's not well earned for the people that, you know, do have that privilege, but it's still not something to take for granted. And yeah, I rest assured that would not happen in my case, because, good lord, again, although I would never, you know, want anybody to feel obligated to do that, if you ever wanted to financially support me when that option is available, then, you know, it's something that would help me do everything from pay bills like rent and stuff to just be able to do this in favor. It could go towards all kinds of things, from, you know, games to stream to I have no idea how to get there. Gonna have to do a bit of exploring, but that would go towards everything from rent to groceries to even new games and stuff to stream. I would ensure it would not go to waste. So, you know, I don't even know why I'm bringing all this up now. I just, that comment spoke a lot to me. Thank you for that, Your Bat. That I appreciate it. Oh, I see what I need to do. I'm blind. I don't know how I missed that. It was right there the whole time. Yeah, no, God, I would greatly prefer doing this because without giving too many details, I work 12-hour shifts and it's exhausting and frankly not healthy, especially with how many I do back-to-back and how hard physical labor is on me. I don't have any physical disabilities or anything. It's just it's tough for me because humans aren't supposed to work that much with physical labor. And frankly, I'm not the most fit person in the world, by a long shot. So, yeah, I'd love to do something like this. It's more of a mental exercise than anything. And who knows, maybe one day. God, now you got my hopes up. Can I just throw it? No, I can't just throw it over there. Okay, it does fly back and forth. I see. Whoa, 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 I didn't realize I didn't have the thing. Oh my god, I just blew that. Wow, that sucks. I'm sorry, I was reading chat and got completely sidetracked. That was my bad. Thankfully, the checkpoint was literally right there, so it's not like I lost a lot of ground or anything. Ugh, that could have been way worse. There we are, and we'll pass back through and get the green orb and head on to the boss of this level. Which is very difficult, if I'm remembering correctly. Man, this has just been a good vibe. You guys have made this stream a lot better, and I am very thankful for y'all. Because at first I was like nervous and not feeling super great about it, but it's not exactly the case. I'm just gonna tank this and go. I don't feel like going through all those enemies one by one. What you're supposed to do there is grab the things out of the lava and throw them at it, but I just kinda tanked it. No thanks. Oh, there's no cutscene here. I was waiting on something to happen. Let's see. Ooh. Oh, thank you, Doobie Scoo. That means a lot. Oh, y'all are so sweet. Fuck. Y'all help remind me I have a soul. No, I'm kidding. But no, yeah, that's really sweet. I appreciate that a lot. Weirdly enough, it's kind of a dream come true just being able to stream it all. Because it took a long time getting to this point, and without going into too many personal details, the last couple of months leading up to it were really, really difficult, and it's, you know, I'm thankful every day, but I'm, you know, in the spot I am to be able to do this. Oh, that was not where that boss happens. I think that might be the next level. In that case, I might call this here. I know this hasn't been the longest stream in the world. Actually, you know what? If it's gonna cut right to it, I might keep going. Dang. Okay. The game really decided itself that we were gonna keep going, huh? I'll tell you what, I'll keep going. If I lose with the boss or whatever and we get a game over, we'll just tackle it next stream. But before the stream ends, I will off-screen look at the art on Twitter and everything and give you guys my comments on it. The Eclipse mechanic, that's right. This level's really interesting due to that. Once again, it adds a new spin on a mechanic to make it a bit more interesting. So essentially, you cannot damage enemies during the Eclipse state or grab them and use them. The only time you can do that is during, I want to say daytime, but that's not exactly super accurate, just, you know, during the not eclipse. Which I guess would be daytime, I don't know, words. Oh my god. Okay, whew. Thought I was gonna die there. I remember which door I'm supposed to go through. I don't want to go for any bonuses. Actually, never mind. These are great bonuses that are very easy to obtain. I will take these and go. I will say, credit where credit's due. I feel that, the, remake of, this game on the Wii definitely helped with some of the, minor depth issues I've had with this game, in terms of misjudging things. Doobie School, that's kind of ominous. I mean, I don't think people in the, okay, I should clarify for the record, Doobie School is someone I know, in person, so I won't disagree with that for that specific reason, but, you know, just for the record, there's someone I know. God, that was honestly really scary because I didn't read the username at first. I just read that and I was like, I don't know how to break this to you, but I don't think I'll be doing that. Yeah, I wouldn't be opposed to that though. God, that scared the hell out of me. Oh, I think it's time. I think it's time, y'all. It's time to play the video game. Gonna take a sip of my can water. wanted to make sure I wasn't missing anything. Oh, never mind. There's more of this level to go through. That's right. I was gonna say this level felt unreasonably short. God damn it. There was nothing I could have done about that. Well, actually there was, but nothing I computed at that point. Cool. I appreciate that the game just gives you a one up there because this is where the game gets, you know, difficult. Oh, fuck. I jumped in real life. Wow. Hey, that's how you know a game feels good to play though, when you get that invested into it. Once again, though, most of the time I die in this game, it feels entirely because of my own fault, not because of the game being hard to control or anything. It feels great to play, just not the best at it. Well, the 1-up doesn't respawn, huh? Klonoa is just very snappy and responsive, which I appreciate. Not snappy as in rude and bad. Oh, that's right, I gotta grab these like airplane things. Yonk. Nope, can't grab them now. No, I just gotta dodge. There we are. Again, those little issues I've been having with things like the field of depth and view and things like that, a lot of that was remedied in the Wii one, which again, credit where credit's due, because that is a problem I have with Door to Phantomile personally, although I haven't heard a lot of other people complain about it, so it's probably just a me thing. I mistime a lot of the 3D background things, but god, the more I think about it, this game would have been so cool on the 3DS. Like, really cool on the 3DS. Let me try to like stand in front of it and grab it that way. There we go, that's way easier. I'm gonna wait for the next one. Oh right, I need to hit this one. Perfect. Bonk. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. I say as I miss a really simple jump. Want to see me do it again? There we are. Now we'll take the squishy boy and bonk. Here's that gameplay mechanic at work I was telling you all about. The double hop thing. It's so fun. Once they get you to start chaining enemies together, it's really enjoyable. Even if I'm not that great at it. It's so rewarding once you actually get it down. Yep, didn't quite make it. Fuck. Wide. I appreciate when the enemies get like squished by the roof. It's very fun. It's just cute. Again, deceptively like cutesy. Wait, what? I've already been this way though. Huh. strange. I must have did something on the outside. No, I think I missed something. Because there's got to be a way to get up to that door. I just don't really remember it all that well. Oh, yeah, duh, it's right there to the left. Like, there's more to do than here? Okay. I was scared that thing was going to move without me. I always hesitate around anything around lava, both in real life and in this, because, you can't really afford to make too many mistakes around that. Believe it or not. Just gonna wait for the eclipse thing to happen. Yeah, there it is. Well, that's unfortunate. But also okay. Just gotta wait a little bit. I don't like that this, like, iron bar is in my way. Not iron, but what material that would be. Probably one that doesn't exist on Earth because this isn't Earth. Right now, I think is where we're going. I think it's finally time for the boss. We'll get through this. For the Mekon, I don't fully. I feel like I know for a fact I've heard that, but I honestly don't remember what it's from. I'm sorry. I don't know. If you could clarify, I may know what you're talking about. But as it stands, it's not really ringing much of a bell. Other than, like, I've heard that at one point, I think. We have freed him. Oh, gotcha. Okay, yeah. Yeah, no, I can see that now that you mentioned it, yeah. Man, I gotta play Xenoblade. Specifically the first one. I don't have much interest in the second one, but the first one looks really interesting. I was considering picking up the Switch Definitive Edition, but I may just play the 3DS one, because I can stream that one more effectively right now. Not really sure. I'm gonna look into, like, the differences of each version, you know, and non-spoiler reviews and stuff, and come to my conclusion, because Xenoblade could be fun, but then again, Xenoblade streaming could take a while, because Xenoblade's a long game, as most JRPGs are. I already know a ton about Xenoblade. Thankfully, I could go into it pretty much spoiler-free. I'm familiar with some of the characters and, you know, areas and stuff, but outside of that, it's nothing particularly wild. You, sir, are coming with me. Thank you. Okay, now I think for sure this is the boss one. 60 to 80 hours. Yeah, that's a lot to stream. Like, if I do, like, 6-hour streams, that'd be at least 10 streams. It's a lot. I don't know if I could do that with my current schedule. Honestly, I think Xenoblade is one of those titles I would hold off on until, I think I would hold off on it until, I can, like, expand my schedule if I ever do get to the point where I can play more games and have more time off, because I'll be able to do this for a living. That's more like the dream goal. I don't know if I'll be able to do that though, but I'm gonna be quiet for a second. It's time. We're fighting Joka. Here we are. Sorry if I'm not saying much here, I'm just focusing on this. God, Joka has such a cool, like, second form. Also, the key here, if it's not inherently clear, I'm just trying to get all these blocks to become yellow, because that's how you progress. Oh, no, please, please. There we go. Apparently he's weak to the color yellow, which I mean mood. I don't like the color yellow either, so... Well, I guess I don't hate it, but it's definitely one of my least favorite colors. I missed. Hey, bud. You do be walking. Me and the girls on the way to order McNuggets at 3 a.m. Fuck. Ow. I deserve that. I was doing so well at the beginning of this fight, and then I just didn't. Alright, here we go. Spooky nighttime. Oh, also, one thing I completely... Well, I don't know if I forgot to mention... I think I forgot to mention it, but I was just gonna say, I appreciate that comment about you being interested in watching me play Xenoblade. I would love to play with Xenoblade games on stream, and again, it is a long-term goal of mine to be able to have the flexibility of schedule to be able to do that, although it's not something I'm banking on. Like, I'm gonna be keeping my day job for quite a while, but if you guys do feel, you know, enticed to help out with that at some point, and you know, everything from subscriptions to tips when I have those set up in the future will go towards that. Well, realistically, they'll go towards the bills that month, but in the long term, if I made enough to be able to consistently pay for those bills, then yeah, I would definitely drop my day job for it. Digivolve? Yeah, I don't like the idea of Joka being a Digimon, but now that you've said it, I can't unsee it. Wow. Huh. That sure is a thought you just put in my brain. So please do not refer to Joka as a thing. He is quite the lovely jester. I mean, he's terrible and evil and rude and bad, but I do like him. Character design wise, he's very interesting. Those things around him. No, yeah, I completely agree. That's why I'm so, like, taken aback by that statement, because I could totally see Joka being a Digimon. I had just never thought about it. Wow, you know, if this whole Twitch thing ever does take off and people end up going back through these old archives, I would love to see some fan art of, I was gonna say Joka as a Digimon, but I guess that would just be regular Joka fan art at that point. Regardless, I'd love to see that. My opinion on that does not change. I will say one thing that bothers me about this game that I don't even think they fix in the Wii one is the music doesn't quite loop properly, which just kind of sucks. Like, it's not the worst thing in the world, it just really takes me out of it when it happens. Also, I only have one more hit I can take. I gotta be incredibly careful if I plan to do this. Well, alright, we'll keep going until I get a game over, and if I get a game over, we'll just continue this next stream. We'll see. The ending of the stream is entirely within the fate of Joka's hands currently, and we'll see how that goes. Well, that was a weird, like, echo. I gotta be more careful. Sorry if I'm not reading chat as much. I saw, but a message just went by, I think, but I can't read it at the moment. I'll get to it when I can, I promise. Remember to review the demon you made. God damn it, I keep getting hit by things because I keep trying to check chat. Why did I do that? I just said I was going to wait. But yes, I will. I will absolutely do that at the end of the stream. You don't have to worry about that. Fuck. Okay. Sorry, I'm aware this is incredibly repetitive, but Joka gives me a lot of trouble. Also, the fact that you called what you made a demon, I'm scared to look at it, frankly. I don't know what to expect, but you will certainly hear my thoughts on it. Jokes aside, though, again, I'm thankful for everything people make. It's weird that y'all would do that, but it means a lot. I'll use Andrew. We're doing alright so far, which I probably shouldn't have said because I feel like I just jinxed myself, but that's fine. Okay, I think we might do it, maybe. I probably just jinxed myself. It's okay, it's like a cheesy Disney movie, you just gotta believe. Okay, alright, bud. Okay. Alright, come on, come on, come on. We can do this. We can do this. We can get through it. Alright, let's see. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Thanks. No, no, dude, get back here. Oh my god. One more hit, one more hit, one more hit. Come on, come on, come on. Please, please, don't let him get to that phase. Oh my god. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. We did it. We beat Joka. And that's it for Joka. That's... This is so pretty. These old cutscenes are so much more charming than the Wii ones. I mean, again, at least in my opinion. that will do it for today's stream of Klonoa, Door to Phantomile. Thank you all so much for coming out and everything. But before we head off, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and throw out my Twitter one more time, just so you guys can see that in chat. If anyone wanted to look at that and missed the chance or wasn't there last time I plugged it. And I will take a look at that fan art you guys made by adding me. Let's see. Oh wow, Klonoa, that's... I'll tell you what. I'm gonna retweet it. I'm not happy about it. I retweeted Klonoa, and that in itself feels like a sin. Granola Door to Phantom. This is phenomenal. You're how bad I'm astounded. This is... Thank you so much for this. I'm gonna save this to my computer to just have. Let me just go ahead and retweet that real quick. Oh, that is delightful. Alright, y'all. Let me refresh, make sure there's no more. Yep, that's that. With that, I am going to call the stream here. Thank y'all so much for coming out. Thank you for leaving me those. And I'll, alright, no worries. Feel free to work on whatever you want to. There's no time limit, there's no rush. Even if I'm not necessarily playing the game you made fan art of at that point, and you still liked a bit enough to make fan art of it, hey, I'll still retweet it at the end of that stream. So, I'll be seeing you guys tomorrow, same spot at 4 p.m. EST. And if you're, watching this through the archive, and you made it this far, consider checking out part 2. Or who knows, maybe you'll see part 2 live. I don't know, I'm rambling. We've done enough here for today. I'll catch you guys whenever I see you. Have a good night, everybody. Or morning. Or afternoon. Whatever time it is when you watch this, it's... I'm ending the stream now.